time, early in my career, I believed that my role as a barista was to shape the coffee entirely around my own expectations, adjusting, correcting, and directing every rebel toward a specific outcome. But over time, my perspective changed. I came to realize that great coffee is never the result of one individual alone. It is the outcome of countless collaborators, each contributing something unique while allowing the others to shine. The environment, the microbes, the producer, roaster, and barista, none of them compete for attention. But they work together toward one shared goal: harmony. This realization led me to a coffee that reflects this philosophy perfectly: the Symbiosis Lot from Iris Estates, Panama. By definition, symbiosis is a long-term relationship between different organisms who support one another to thrive in ways they never could alone. So today, I invite you to experience how each collaborator, seen and unseen, work together to create ultimate harmony. I will begin by pulling espresso shots for my signature beverage to be chilled to preserve the volatile aromatic compound of the coffee, which is vital for the flavor exhibition of my signature beverage. And the order of your drinks today will be following your score sheets. I'm going to start with espresso, milk, and we're going to end it with a signature beverage course. Now, judges, I first pay closer attention to the coffee's earliest collaborator at Iris Estates, Jameson Savage, his craft, and the yeast and bacteria involved during fermentation. Jameson's choice of microbes and a carefully controlled fermentation allow each microorganisms to contribute its own role, unlocking the layers of flavors that the bean could not express on its own. And then, I bring the coffee to my next collaborator, my roaster. Rather than trying to soften or suppress the intensity of the process, my roaster and I focus on creating balance, allowing each element to support each other harmoniously. So together, we chose the 9-minute roast with 1 minute development time, preserving the clarity, texture, and the elegance of its fermentation. And to further highlight this harmony, I use the recipe of 22 grams in, 22.5 grams in, and 46 grams out. As this ratio allows the floral notes and the fermented fruit qualities to integrate seamlessly, creating a more transparent and expressive cup. And together, what you're going to taste in this cup, you may please jot it down. You will get a flavor of pink pomelo, passion fruit, and plum. For the tactile, you will get medium body, smooth texture at first, with a juicy finish like lemon tea. Now, judges, I'm going to be inviting you to only evaluate the crema, as I will be stirring this espresso for you with a frozen spoon to lower down the temperature and to fully integrate all the layers, allowing the harmony of flavors to become more expressive. And what you're tasting is the delicate dialogue between the human hands and the cherry's DNA, where crafts and nature comes into harmony. There you go. Let's enjoy. Hello. May enjoy espresso. Hello. This one for you. Thank you for waiting. Let's enjoy. Judges, you ready? Now, my next collaborator is the milk. Milk, to me, is no longer an ingredient used to reshape the coffee's identity. Instead, it collaborates and amplifies the coffee's natural expressions. And at the same time, contributing its own sweetness and texture. So for this course, I have prepared a milk blend consisting of 70% fresh milk and 30% plant-based milk, where the plant-based milk acts as a bridge, allowing the geisha's floral aromatics and the creamy sweetness from the milk to integrate naturally without overwhelming one another. Just like every other collaborator, the milk does not dominate the coffee, but it helps it to become more complete. And together, you will be tasting a flavor of chocolate cheesecake, Shanduya chocolate, and Hong Kong milk tea. This cup will have a creamy texture and a gentle sweetness. Judges, as I hand you the cup, please use the spoon provided to gently stir the beverage 5 times to fully integrate all the components for the best flavor experience. And once you're done, you may put the spoon into the small little cup right in front of you. All right. For this course, I am using a more concentrated recipe, 23 grams in and 38 grams out. This allows me to create a stronger flavor foundation, capable to carry through and integrate harmoniously with the milk structure. This one is for you. Just enjoy. As for the milk, I steam it at 55 degrees Celsius to preserve the coffee's floral identity and at the same time, maintaining balance between the sweetness and the texture. There you go. Just enjoy. And for all the 3 courses today, I have prepared a small hand menu right in front of you. You may refer to it, and please bring it with you after my presentation for your further reference. There you go. Thank you for waiting. Please enjoy. Right, you guys ready? Now, in this final course, we finally meet the collaborator that we often never see. And yet, it clearly shapes the coffee long before it ever reaches our hand. Great coffee is never the result of one individual alone. So long before Jamison Savage, my roaster and I become part of this coffee's journey, nature has already been collaborating through the terroir of Iris Estates. So every element, the water, soil, climate, and air contribute and create a harmony that a single element could never achieve alone. So today, this signature beverage is the tribute to this silent collaborator. I'm gonna start with 4 shots of espresso that I have pulled with a recipe of 22.5 grams in and 43 grams out to create a foundation that is elegant and vibrant, allowing each collaborator to express themselves. So my first collaborator is the Mountain Mist of Iris Estate, represented by 50 grams of floral cold infusion. I prepare this ingredient by simply steeping 50 grams of jasmine petals to 100 grams of water for 12 hours to capture only the delicate essence. Just as the mist nurtures the coffee trees, this delicate infusion softens the coffee's fermented characteristics, elevating its floral aromatics, transforming the pink pomelo notes into floral honey. My next collaborator is the volcanic soil, represented by 100 grams of cascara syrup. Throughout the coffee's life, soil gives mineral, nourishment, and structure, allowing the sweetness and the fruit complexity to develop naturally. I express this through cascara syrup that I have prepared by simmering 100 grams of dried cascara as the waste product that is often used as a fertilizer in Iris Estates, with 100 grams of sugar on a low heat for 20 minutes. And then I carefully filter it out through a pepper filter to get a clear liquid like this, and I add 0.2 grams of salt, representing the minerals of the volcanic soil in Volcan Baru. So this creates structure, depth, and sweetness, transforming the passion fruit nuts from the coffee into muscat grape. My last collaborator is the Crisp Mountain Air of Iris Estates. Through nitrogen aeration, I create a light, cloud-like texture, lifting the coffee's delicate aromatics, reflecting the high-altitude atmosphere that continuously shapes the coffee cherries throughout its growth. And as all the collaborators combine in this siphon, they don't compete for attention, but they work together to create a harmony, just like they did at Iris Estates. So this beverage will be served at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, reflecting the cool environment of where this remarkable coffee was grown. And the result, you may please jot it down, you'll experience a floral aromatics with a flavor of muscat grape, floral honey, and osmanthus tea. This cup will have a silky texture with a tea-like finish. And judges, when I hand you the cup, please only evaluate it after I call my time. And my only instruction for you is to gently swirl it 5 times to activate the aromatics and have at least 3 big sips. Do swirl in between sips to experience how each collaborator revealed themselves over time. And with this final cup, every collaborator, from the microbes to the mountain mist, volcanic soil, and the crisp mountain air, each contributed something unique. And together, they remind us that harmony is never created by one hand alone. From Jamison Savage Craft to the ecosystem, to my roaster, the milk, myself, and finally to you, these 3 cups that you have tasted today is the ultimate reflection of a collaboration and harmony. Because in the end of the day, it has always been about bringing everyone together. Thank you. Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is from Kent Hogan, representing Berjaya Starbucks Coffee Company.